All right, everybody. So we're going to start with the Monogram Tom Daniels Paddy Wagon, police Paddy Wagon show car. It's an old kit. Picked it up, open box. Looks nice. The interior is brown or khaki. Outside looks to be black. Okay, so it's a low parts count. Looks very simple, not too many pieces. So let's take a look at the pieces. So this looks like the chassis or frame, springs of some sort, steering wheel, engine parts, fenders, interior, the instrument panel. See the dials and that quilted pattern. Engine block, some more padding, interior pieces. There's probably the wall, the little window. Now the chair, the seller did tell me that one of the rails broke off the chair, so that's an easy fix. See how the one on the right is missing the railing? So here's the railing right here. So I'll have to glue that back. I have to remember to use a little bit of model glue so it's not like one big clump. Here is the four pieces that make up the body. Is there any year on that? Nope. Okay, that looks nice. See what it looks like on the other side. Nice and smooth. Probably have to shoot it with some more black paint. The tires look to be two parts, front and a back, and I believe they do say Goodyear. Yep. Okay, so here's the clear glass. Here are the loose pieces that were put in a sandwich bag. This looks like one of the domes, dome light. And this looks like a police helmet of that 1900s era, like the Keystone Cops. It's either a bell or a hat. I haven't read the instructions yet. So here are the gold-plated parts. They are not chrome. I really like that grill. Look at that. Fuzz. Nice wheels, all gold. Kind of reminds me of Smokey and Bandit, you know, the black with the gold trim. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like the curving handles. That's really nice, beautiful. Okay, and then of course the decals. They're gold. It's going to look nice against a black background. And a quick look of the instructions. It is very long and tall. The instruction sheets. Engine. Bottom axles. Looks simple enough, right? Okay, so anything in the back? Yes, there is something in the back. Looks simple enough. Okay, so I'll probably degrease the parts and then start spraying. So it will probably most closely resemble the box. Black exterior, brown interior. To take a look at the engine. What should I paint the engine block? Looks like white pipes. Okay, so I'll be back. everything's back from painting, so this is the first time I'm working with gold plated parts. Did the black washing on the grill, the little rubber squeeze ball for the horn. Love the scroll work on this model. I guess that's like the hood ornament. Wasn't too quite clear on how to paint the red and the black, so I kind of guessed it. Black washing some of the fins, the air-cooled fins, valve covers, things like that. Black wash the wheels. Sprayed the engine block and the interior in gold per the instructions. Came out with a really nice metallic sheen. This is what I used. The shinier the better, because it is a show rod. The interior is a nutmeg color. Repaired the support for the benches. There's a tape mark that I taped it to the wooden stick, so it might be covered when I place it against the wall. But we'll see how it goes. I'll touch it up if I need to. The white for the exhaust. The lights in the back. Sprayed the suspension in gold. Steering wheel is in gold. The windshield back in the plastic. Used a black Sharpie to do the frame around the window, the front windshield. And of course the black body. Nice and shiny. Especially the fenders, because such a small surface area. Came out nice and shiny. Okay, so here's the other one. There are little specks of dust, but there's a long strand here. Looks like a piece of lint. I might have to try to remove it, or I'll see if a decal will cover it up. But that's pretty much it. The fenders are nice and shiny on the rear one as well. So the black is done. Alright, I'm going to start assembling the sub-assemblies. Here's my progress so far. There isn't much sub-assemblies because everything gets attached to the chassis or the frame. So fenders, wheels, tie rods, and the engine is completed already. Here it is. Looking good so far. I really love the scroll work. Suspension. Engine is beautiful with the gold, the black, and the white. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll show you as I progress further. But so far, this is what it looks like. Alright, so the dash and firewall is put in along with the seat support. See the instrument panel. 2 out of the 4 sides are up. So it's beginning to take shape and it's beginning to look pretty nice. So just have to slowly put in the interior, and then I can put the opposite wall, and then you'll start seeing it come together real nice. So the 3 sides are up. I'm like 70% done. I just have to put the roof, the windscreen on, some of the windscreen struts. Pretty much the interior is mostly done. Nightstick, helmet. So I'll be back when it's completed. Alright, so The Tom Daniels Paddy Wagon is 95% complete. I just want to show you what it looks like before the decals, if you just want to do it as a regular show hot rod. So here it is in black. Other colors I would have thought of painting it if I had 2 or 3 of these models was white, possibly make it an ambulance. I also saw a guy on YouTube paint it white and turn into some kind of asylum wagon. You can paint it candy apple red maybe, turn into a fire truck, or even like a purple, like a Hemi purple, crazy purple. That would be a great color too. But anyway, here it is in black. So it's done. I decided not to highlight the Goodyear tires, the pad printing or the raised Goodyear detail, because I think my dry brushing technique on rubber tires is not that great, so I'd rather just leave it black like that. So the decal sheet does have the word police and some pinstriping, so if you leave it solid, it still looks pretty good. The black and gold, I like the way it offsets against each other. It reminds me of the late 70s, early 80s, like Smokey and the Bandit type of black and gold Trans Am type of look. Or you could maybe on the decal sheet just separate the word police and only use all the gold pinstriping to give the body a little bit more detail, because the body does look like it needs just a little bit more gold in it. But anyway, here it is. The black paint came out okay. When I painted the 2 sides, I mean the top is flat black, so that was pretty easy, but the 2 body panels, both of them came out okay, but on this side, unfortunately, a long piece of lint landed right in the middle. So I tried to remove it and then touch up on it, and it just didn't quite look right. And then I sprayed 2 or 3 heavy coats to see if I could hide it, and that did not turn out well, so I had to end up wet sanding it. So to make a long story short, one side is not so great. Matter of fact, if you shine against the light, you'll see a little inconsistency in the shine or the sheen, and you can kind of tell where I highlighted or touched up where the gold bars are, because you're supposed to paint the gold bars all the way down to where it's bolted onto the body. So my bristles started to fray, so I got a little bit on the body, so I touched it up so you can see a little inconsistency or difference in the sheen. So, but this is exactly where the lint landed, that horizontal long line. And plus I try to wet sand it so the body is a little bit not as smooth. It's not straight, as they would say in the real world of cars. Looks like it got some body work done. But anyway, this is where the lint landed, and it got a little bit of inconsistency over here. I try sanding it down, a little bumpy, but unless you magnify it like the way I did, because I know where I made the mistakes. But overall, I mean, it's okay. It came out good. I'll leave all the other critiques until I put the decal so you guys can see the final product. This side came out a little better, but you can still see where I touched up on it. But okay, so I'll be back after I put the decals on. But anyway, if you had wanted to leave it as a solid color, this is what it would look like. Or maybe if you just wanted to apply the gold pinstripe decals, you can do that without the word police if you want to make it a non-police vehicle. But since this will probably be the last vehicle in my whole string of police cars, so I will be adding all the decals with the word police and all that stuff. So I'll be back when the decals are added. Here is the Paddy Wagon show car, fully completed. Overall, it was a pleasure to put this kit together. The hardest part was the decals. Not so much the square ones, but the long thin ones like the gold pinstriping. That was a pain to do. So this side was my first size. So if you notice, some of the corners got folded. The letter P should have been a little bit longer, but it got folded and I couldn't unfold it. So that's what happened. But for me, the decals were the hardest part. But the second side came out a lot better. But overall, I really enjoyed putting this model together. It was well engineered. Parts fit together really well. Like for example, the strut from the bottom of the headlamp up to the windshield, it was exact. You figure if you were just off on the grill or the lamp or on the mounting of the body, it wouldn't have fit, but everything fit perfectly. Everything was slotted, tabbed, fit perfectly. If you didn't put it in, you could tell, but there's maybe 3 installations that weren't quite clear on the instruction sheet. So for example, the front fenders, I didn't know whether they were supposed to be outside or inside of the hub. Turns out it's supposed to be on the inside of the hub, because if you put it on the outside, it actually doesn't cover the tires. So that wasn't well explained in the instruction sheet, but you kind of figured it out. But I really, really like the black and gold, the way they offset against each other. And you've seen how it looked before the decals. So this time you see how it looks with the decals. So after the pinstriping, the decals really make it pop. So I'm glad I put all the decals. I'm also impressed with the plastic, the styrene. I don't know whether they made the plastic stronger back then, but what is this in trying to see what the release date is on this. So what does it say? 1986. So the plastic was very strong, because the long thin pieces like these struts and the steering tie rods and all that, they actually held up pretty well. None of them cracked on me as I was filing or press fitting them with glue and holding them. They did not crack at all. So I'm really impressed with the plastic. It was strong. Parts fit perfectly and everything was slotted. The only thing is, I wish that maybe the tires were they pre-painted the Goodyear raised white lettering. But other than that, I mean, only other thing is maybe if I had more than one of these kits, maybe I would have painted like a military green and put a white star on it, like the way some people customize like rat rods or things like that. But here it is. I will include stills at the end of this video, but I'm impressed with this model. The fit and finish is perfect. And I still have the Red Baron, but just looking at that aggressive angle and rake of the front, can you imagine stopping short or braking hard on this thing? Even with the front seat recline, you probably like fly out the window because you're angled downwards, so extreme. But what a beautiful, beautiful design. Even comes with the helmet and the nightstick. And that long manual transmission handle. If you get this camera to autofocus. Not much on the bottom. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'll include stills at the end. Highly recommend this model if you can find it. And thanks for watching. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention is the wheels do not move. That's one thing I wish they would have allowed on this model if they had made the wheels spin freely. But it does not roll, so it's just, I think I just press fitted. I didn't even glue it, but the wheels do not move or roll. So I just want to mention that.